Hello, my name is Ryan Clore. I am 26 years old. I currently live in Blackwood, New Jersey. I am a test prep specialist and college admissions consultant. My pronouns are he, him, his. So some of the things that I enjoy doing include going to bar trivia, I like going to karaoke, I like going to bar crawls, pretty much any activity that involves alcohol, I'm all here for it. So this is my third live reality game. So in May of 2021, I participated in the Michigan Mole, and in July of 2021, I participated in Survivor Pennsylvania. So I haven't played the Ascendance org. I actually haven't played orgs in quite a few years, but I have played two of the Ascendance Live minis, so I've gotten a little bit familiar with how the game is. I obviously watched Ascendance Live Season 1, was rooting on for some of my favorites. Stephanie, you got my heart. But that's really all I know about Ascendance. I don't have any experience playing the game, but I think that's why I'm so ready to get into it. So I applied for Ascendance Live, I believe right after I had watched some of the episodes for Ascendance Live Season 1, where I had a few friends who were a part of that cast, and they looked like they were having the time of their lives. I think it was a really fun game. And also, the format of Ascendance is different than all of the other live reality games that are out there. It's not all like Survivor, it's not all like Big Brother, it's not all like The Mole. There are elements from a lot of different games that come into play here, and there are some brand new elements altogether. So I thought that was just such a fun concept, and I couldn't resist applying, and I'm very happy to be here. I think the thing that I am most nervous about is having vendettas with people that maybe I've played past games with that they're not willing to look past. I would really hate to be targeted for something that I've done or that someone else has done in the game that I've played with them maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I really wouldn't want my Ascendance experience to go like that. So that is something that really does have me nervous. I would like to think that I can play as the hero, but I think that a lot of times people perceive me as more of a villain. I am somebody who is very outspoken, I am very loud, I'm gonna say what I feel, and I'm not really gonna care who hears it. That's not always the best strategy, but that's just kind of how I am. I'd like to think that my intentions are noble and good. Somebody else who maybe is working against me is clearly not gonna see it that way, so maybe I'm gonna get the villain tag. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I want people to remember me for this shirt in particular because I absolutely love it. I just bought this yesterday actually, and it's probably the best purchase I've made in quite a long time. Yeah, my fashion overall, but this shirt in particular is what I would like to be remembered for. I hope this time I can maybe place a little bit better than I've placed in some of my previous live game experience, but I would also like to make more genuine friendships. Having been out of the org community for quite some time and just kind of getting back into live games more recently, I think that's a big thing that I'm looking for. I'm looking to kind of have some of these new relationships with people who maybe I've only played with online 3 or 4 years ago. The opportunity to do that would be awesome. There are a few people, I would say, from my past live games, one of those live games in particular, where I wouldn't be too keen on seeing any of those people here, but who's to say they could be here. I'd say the personality types that I tend to contrast or clash the most with are the people who are really avid, really go-getter, really wanting to be the protagonist of the story, have it be all about them. And those are people that I think in life and in games, I just don't jive with. So if someone is coming off a little too strong, a little too friendly, a little too cheery, I'm going to cut that shit right out and hopefully send them out before jury. There are a few people who I'm hoping would be here, people who I know have played Ascendance while I haven't played the game, people that I've seen around, which I think would be really exciting to meet these certain people. I'd say that personality types that I tend to jive a little bit better with are more like the maternal people. So in my past games, I've tended to work more with like the motherly type. And I think that just works well with me. It's someone who I feel like I can trust because, you know, they're a mom, they're a parent. Like, why shouldn't I trust that? Which is exactly what they want you to think. But that's what I do. So those are people, like, if there are people like that on the cast, oh my god, if there are people like that on the cast, those are people I could see myself gravitating more towards. And then the audience should root for me because I am going to be somebody who is a firecracker in this game. If there is shit that's going on, I'm going to have something to say about it. If there is, you know, two sides that are going at each other, I'm either going to be really involved in one of those sides, or I'm going to be making face at the camera, eating my popcorn, and like be just like, yo, get a hold of this shit. I'm going to be instigating that. So I think, you know, I'm someone that audience members and viewers can hopefully have a lot of fun with. You can be on this experience with me, and you can root for me and my awesome shirts from Marshall's Home Goods. Obviously do want to come to this game and play my best and to win. I do have, you know, a few specific goals that I would like to accomplish. Obviously making it to jury is a big thing. You know, you get that much more of a role in the game, which is awesome. I'd like to, if I get to that point, I'd like to at least make the Fagin placement of 7th place. And then if I can beat that, hopefully I can at least get to top 3, and maybe I can take home the Ascendance crown. I can ascend all the way to the top. Who's to say? You're gonna have to stay tuned and find out.